Good morning, students. Myself, Vikram Kulkarni, working in Maharaja Jivajarao Shinde, Mahavidyalaya Srigonda, as a junior college teacher in mathematics. In previous lecture, we studied about the second chapter of part first, matrices, in which first topic is the definition of matrices and its types, out of which we take all types of matrices except two types. First is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. The matrix who symmetric about both diagonal parts. Both diagonal parts. That means if we cut the matrix along diagonal, we cut the matrix along diagonal, then these two parts are identical or having identical elements in mathematical form. The definition is the square matrix with elements Aij is equal to Aj. Aij is equal to Aj for all I is not equal to j. For all I is not equal to j. That means the elements who satisfies the condition I is not equal to j, that means non-diagonal elements. We cut the matrix along diagonal. That means there is no restriction on diagonal elements. We have to face about non-diagonal elements with I is not equal to j. When I is equal to j, the elements are diagonal elements. But when I is not equal to j, the elements are non-diagonal elements. This restriction depends upon non-diagonal elements. Therefore, these non-diagonal elements are identical or same, which are having opposite coefficients. That means Aij and it is Aji. For example, for 3 by 3 matrix, elements are A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. A11, A22, A33. I is equal to j, that means they are diagonal elements. We cannot restrict diagonal elements. And Aij and Aji, that means the coefficients are reversed. Firstly, we check A12 reverse manner 2-1, that means these two elements are identical. A13, A31, these two elements are identical. And lastly, A23, A32. If these elements are identical, then it is a symmetric, because when we cut along diagonal, these element must be same. this element A12 and element A21 must be same. We treat or we take example as a sandwich. As a sandwich. When we move the bread along the middle or diagonal, then this element is overlap on A21. A13 overlap on A31 and A23 overlap on A32. For example, 1 5 minus 3, 5 4 6 minus 3 6 9. We don't observe towards the diagonal elements, but we observe the non-diagonal elements. We observe non-diagonal elements. If these elements are identical, then it is a symmetric matrix. Next type is skew symmetric matrices. Skew symmetric matrices. This definition depend upon two conditions. The square matrix with elements first Aij is equal to minus Abi. These two elements are opposite to each other. Aij is equal to minus Aj for all I is not equal to j. Therefore, this restriction about non-diagonal elements. These restrictions about non-diagonal elements. And second condition is Aij is equal to 0. Aij is equal to 0 for all I is equal to j. That means this restriction on diagonal elements. That means skew symmetric is the matrix or the square matrix with elements Aij is equal to minus Aj for all I is not equal to j. That means all non-diagonal elements which having coefficient in reverse manner having opposite sign, and second, all diagonal elements must be 0. Then this is called as skew symmetric matrix. For example, when we take 3 by 3 matrix, firstly, all diagonal elements must be 0. And second, if it is a minus 3, it is a 3. It is a 6, it is a minus 6. It is a I, it is a minus I. It is minus I. That means when we take these elements, they are having opposite signs. This type is known as skew symmetric matrix. Next, transpose. transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix. Transpose means we change the elements in a row to the column or elements of the column to the row. That means the matrix obtained by interchanging rows with columns, rows with column, then it is transpose of given matrix. Transpose of given matrix. The transpose of matrix A is denoted by A raised to T. Or A dash or E dash. Both symbols are represents the transpose of a matrix. It is very simple. The matrix obtained by interchanging rows with column, then it is called as transpose of given matrix. Okay. Its symbol is A raised to T or A dash. Another fact is, if order of matrix A is m by n, then order of matrix A raised to T is n by m. That means the order of transpose matrix is reversed according to given matrix. If the matrix having order m by n, then transpose having order n by m. Rows converted into columns converted into rows. We discuss about the operation on matrices in very simple manner, because in 11th we studied about the matrices and its properties or operations. Then operation on matrices. First thing is we combine addition or subtraction. Of matrices. Addition or subtraction of matrices. If A and B be the matrices, then addition or subtraction of A and B is possible if and only if first order of A is equal to order of B. First thing is order should be same. Addition or subtraction is possible if and only if order of A is equal to order of B. Second, and corresponding elements are added or subtracted. That means addition of two matrices or three matrices is possible if and only order must be same. And second, corresponding elements are added or subtracted. That means if A be the matrix of 2 by 2, A11, A12, A21, A22. It is a 2 by 2. It is a 2 by 2. And B be the matrix B11, B12, B21, B22. It is also 2 by 2. Addition of these two matrices is possible if and only if order must be same. First point is order must be same. Order of A is equal to order of B. And second, corresponding elements are added. That means A11 moves toward B11. That means addition of A11 and B11 must be possible. But A11 is not added or subtract to the B12 because the coefficient 1 1 1 1. That means it is present in the first row and first column, and B11 is also present in the first row and first column. These elements are added or subtracted. That means the elements, corresponding elements. These elements are known as corresponding elements. But there is a change in operation with multiplication. Then multiplication of matrices. It is some critical or different process, which is a multiplication. Multiplication A and B is possible if number of columns of A is equal to number of rows of B. There is some restriction. Multiplication of A and B is possible if and only if number of columns of matrix A is equal to number of rows of B. That means if A be the matrix which having m by p, it's having order m by p, then multiplication of A into B is possible if and only if the number of columns in a matrix A be the p, then number of rows of matrix B must be p. If A having number of columns 2, then B having number of rows 2. There is no restriction about m and n, that means rows of A and columns of B. There is no restriction, but there is restriction, strict restriction on number of columns of A and number of rows of B. And the resultant matrix, that means AB, that means AB having order, having order, having order m by n, m by n. That means number of rows of A and number of columns of B, which is a combinedly order of resultant matrix, which is a multiplication of two matrix A and B. A and B. Thank you so much. This is introduction about matrices, which containing topic first definition of matrices, second types of matrices and operation of matrices. We studied about the types of matrices and operation of matrices, and next topic is inverse of matrices. Inverse of matrices. Thank you.